So Setrag, thank you so much for coming down and letting us pick your brain. This is a term that the first time this got thrown out, you can imagine what fear it puts in the heart of a guy who started BPM Institute.
Yeah.
So, but the question is this: so, what are process professionals need to know? Is BPM dead?
Ah.
Go easy, go easy.
And actually, we are hearing it, and there are some people who are saying it is dead, and I think it's a misunderstanding of the mission and the origins of BPM. You don't hear it. I also have a background in database management system. You don't say is database dead. Of course, that's ridiculous.
Right,
People
right.
laugh at it, but you can say about databases have evolved. Right?
Mhm.
One of the hottest terms, it used to be hotter before, is NoSQL databases. Right. Databases had a network model, hierarchical model, relational. Dr. E.F. Code, I had the privilege of hearing him in person. He invented relational databases, and then we had this other like object-oriented databases, object relational, and now we have many NoSQL databases, graph databases, etc. So you don't say databases are dead.
Right.
They have evolved. So BPM has evolved. So that's the right question. And how has it evolved? I mean, that kind of topics we've been discussing.
Right. We've been beating this drum for a while. Right? We're going on almost 20 years.
Yeah. The reason this is very important is that part of the problem is there's so many terms for it, right? BPM and
continuous
BPM.
improvement.
Exactly, right? Lean, say there's a discipline side of it. And there are terms for the software category: digital process automation, robotic process automation, dynamic case management, productivity on the cloud, etc. It's good to take a step back and say, okay, let's think about this, right? What is an organization? Whether you're a startup, you're a mid-size, or an enterprise, you're an aggregate of your processes. No question about it. Right. And every process, give it another name, call it value chains or value streams. You have a beginning, you have an end, you have a business objective, and there is orchestration of tasks involving humans, Internet of Things. You might involve systems of record,
people, process, data.
Exactly, the good stuff that you teach. Right? So, but the key point is that an organization, there could be support processes like IT help desk. They're still there. There are mission critical processes. It could be manufacturing, account opening, right? Dealing with customer requests and products. And then there could be management processes. There's an organization of different types, but a company, an organization, an enterprise is an aggregate of processes. So BPM is not dead because that is never going to go away. I mean, you can be more ad hoc tasks, you can involve more collaboration across the silos, which BPM always has addressed, right? The end-to-end process, which you teach.
Cross-functional processes, that's the big payoff.
Exactly. So those have never gone away. Maybe what has, disappointed people is that the BPM software category area did not explode. And I go and look at different types of architectures, and often the BPM layer is missing. They talk about processes, but you can see the network layer, the cloud layer, the application, the layer. You can see the database layer with SQL and NoSQL, but the BPM layer is missing. You have the multi-channel layer. The BPM layer is often missing, and it has not become mainstream. There are many reasons for it, because you can do processes in code or no code. Right. There are many ways you can do processes, but BPM, it's almost a ridiculous question, because you need to digitize and optimize processes. The technologies have changed, but the need for process optimization, digitization, automation will never go away.
Well, so maybe we can tie that to something very pointed. So what is the role and the connection that BPM is going to have with digital transformation? And what does that mean for process professionals?
Absolutely. First of all, process professionals need to understand better digital transformation, both in terms of the richness of the digital technology which are coming like a tsunami, everything from the modern databases to artificial intelligence, IoT, blockchain, AI, all of these. They need to know, and the digitization trends that are happening, the speed of innovation, they need to be aware of this. Very important. Business process management for operational excellence is a pillar in that. It's not the only one,
Right.
it's a pillar in that, which works very closely with automation and other aspects. So it's very important for business process professionals to understand the transformation trends in terms of flattened organization, better communication, servant leadership, virtualization, all these aspects which are so important, and then the digital technology and the role. So the operational excellence role is absolutely key in that.
I agree. Great advice for our members. And one more piece of advice, if you haven't already, Dr. Sesher, a brand new book out just about a month ago now, How to Alleviate Digital Transformation Debt Post-COVID-19, recommended reading. Thank you so much for watching.